Hello everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to my Web Slinger Challenge gameplay video. We're going to take a look at the fights. I went through one line, the first one, and then I fought Vulture, and I'll have some commentary on the fight, some of the tactics that I used. But first I wanted to show you guys the mastery setup that I used here. This mastery setup is my standard one when I'm not running suicides. Nothing fancy or special here. I will have a video out speaking a little bit more in depth about my choices on masteries. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into some gameplay. So you can see the team that I went in with. This is not the team that I went in with for my initial completion of this event, but in honesty, any champion that has a good level and that you can play very well will work in this challenge. Now, I'm fighting Classic Spider-Man with Wolverine. One of the challenges that I had throughout this entire event is that I tend to be very aggressive and impatient. And for these fights, you need to fight slower and with a lot more patience. If you don't, the AI 9 times out of 10 is going to make you pay. Now, you can see here I need a lot of practice evading Spider-Man's Special 1. I tried to do it a few times just to, try and keep in the practice, but as you see there, I just started blocking. In this event, with the exception of the symbiote Spider-Man, you really don't need to evade. You can block all the way through and just heal up because of the life transfer node. You may have noticed my life was going up as I got hit. That's because of the life transfer. Okay, so you get a degen on you, so you're always losing health in these fights, but every time you're hitting, getting criticals, all of that good stuff, you are gaining life. So as you see, I made a few mistakes, but I was able to compensate for them by just getting some good hits in. Look at my health going back up now, and you'll notice that I'm fighting a little slower. You see how I'm only hitting him, like 1, 2, 3 times and then waiting? That's what I mean. You gotta fight a little bit more patiently. Now the next fight is against Symbiote Spider-Man, and I brought in Gully for this. My guillotine is nice. I love her, and I will try to rank her to 3. She is only ranked 2 at this point. Now the trick with Symbiote Spider-Man is that his SP1 is unblockable. So what I try to do as often as I can is push him to his L2, which is very easy to dodge. Now once he fires off his special 2, he gets that spider sense. He gets it after every single special that I've seen, and he is very dangerous at that time. Now my guillotine made short work of him, but when he gets a little bit tougher and he gets off that SP1, it can be a pain. It can wreck your day because it has a stun associated with it. I actually, when I was doing the full run, I died 1 time to Symbiote Spider-Man because I decided not to even try to evade and just block. And one of them stunned me and he took me out. I never had a chance to recover any health. So in this fight, I brought my Wolverine back again, and she is pretty much an easy fight. There's nothing really fancy about her. If she fires off her SP1, it can be a little annoying only because you have to fight patiently because she's going to evade a lot. But if she fires off her SP2, who cares? Evade it, very easy to evade, and I make short work of her as well. So not a hard fight at all. Next up is Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now he is a pretty straightforward opponent to fight. He gets 5 stacks of evasion. That is the green buff that you see over there. And what you want to do is every time he evades, he loses a stack of evasion. So you want to fight him carefully while he has that up, knowing that he can evade. But once he evades 5 times, that buff goes away and you can beat him like he stole something. So the whole goal is to fight him, pretty much do as I say, not as I do, because I tend to be impatient and I'll fight him a little bit more aggressively than I should. But as you can see here, he's lost all of his evasion stacks, and so I'm just gonna rip him apart. Next up is Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. This Spider-Man variant can be tricky to fight, especially if you're distracted. He can wreck you pretty quickly. Not only that, but this particular one is stun immune. I'm still not that great fighting stun immune. My intercepting skills could use some work, but fortunately with life transfer, I can just block if I need to and wait for an opening. Now his special 1 is pretty easy to evade. It reminds me of Spider-Gwen's special 2. Now his special 2 I have not learned to evade all that well, so I tend to block it. I try not to push him to it, so I use a similar strategy that I use when I'm fighting Winter Soldier in Realm of Legends. The other thing to look out for is his heavy attack. I got caught by this because I was distracted. I had family come over, and while I was making this video, my nephew was standing right next to me, and he was saying, ooh, can I play? Which one are you? I'm that one, the one with the big sword. So cute, you know, but I almost got wrecked because of him. But I managed to pull it off. Now, you may notice that I'm holding on to my SP3. The reason I do this is because this Spider-Man evades specials like crazy, and when he's below 50% health, his evade chance goes up. So I hold it until I think it'll kill him, and then I let it fly. And now we come to the final fight, Mr. Vulture. And as you can see, I brought in Scarlet Witch. She is still my girl, and if you don't think that she is still good, just watch her in action. She does a very good job. Now, fighting Vulture is fairly straightforward. I did not find him that difficult to fight at all. The very first time I came up against him, I defeated him one shot. Now, I did see a video on it, so I knew what to expect, but for the most part he's pretty easy for me anyway. You see there his special 1. What you want to do is basically just go all the way back like you see there, and you can outrange that second part of his special 1. Now if he gets to his special 2, as you see, you just want to keep dodging back. You want to be as far away from him as possible. I did get wrecked by that a couple of times in some other attempts with different champions, and I may upload a video there of some of the times I got wrecked. But for the most part, that's all you're going to do. You evade his special 1, evade his special 2, and just keep attacking him. Now he does have that whole stun immune going on, so if you can intercept, good. If you can't, block and just wait for your opening, and the life transfer will, you know, keep you in good stead. That little jet blast that he has there, you don't want to be close to it. If you are, you can block it. Another thing you want to look out for is his power gain. You will have to fight around that. Now with Scarlet Witch, she power locks, power steals, so she is a good option for handling him here. As you see there, she power stole from him, power locked him, so really good option for fighting Vulture. But you can choose other champions as well. I'll post up a video where I finished Vulture off with a rank 3 Black Widow. So for the rest of the fight, it's just wash, rinse, and repeat. Bait his special 1, evade it. If you do push him to his special 2, just try to be as far away as possible after baiting that one out. He's pretty generous about doing his special 1 and his special 2, despite the special 3 bias that you see on the node. But that's going to do it, guys. If you liked the video, please consider clicking like. If you have not subscribed already, please consider giving me a subscription. Leave a comment below. Let me know what your experiences were with this challenge. Did you try Bautista's? How did it compare with this one? And you guys have a blessed day.